Hey everyone, how you doing? Ron here with How Do I. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to find your IP address on Windows 11. I'm going to show you how to find the actual physical IP address of your wired network as well as your wireless network. And I'm also going to help you find your IP address that the ISP or your service provider has given you, which is known as your WAN IP. And this is to get incoming connections if you've configured your firewall, etc. So let's get into the video. So here I am on my desktop. I'm going to actually create a remote desktop session into my Windows 11 box. I've got Microsoft Remote Desktop over here, and as you can see, I'm just going to log in, double click, and I am on my Lenovo Windows 11 laptop. So over here, this is how you find your IP address. So there's two ways of doing this. You can do it through finding the network settings and right-clicking it. The other way, and a simple way that I've been doing it just because I'm a network admin or I've done a lot of network troubleshooting, that's what I do. I'm a IT consultant or telecom consultant. So you come over here to the search box. If you don't have this little icon here, which is called a command prompt, you can find it down here by just highlighting it, left click on it, and then you could just type in command prompt. And you'll see command prompt here. And you could either open run as administrator or just open. So I'm just going to open this. And now we're going to get a fresh new screen that'll say command prompt. And what you want to do is IP config. Just type in IP config and press enter. And this is going to get your IP address in Windows 11. Now, the caveat here, there's two things. If you're connected wirelessly on a wireless LAN or from a wireless router, this is going to show you your wireless LAN adapter. And as you can see, it shows my wireless IP address is here, which is the IPv4, which is 10.0.0.119. Now, let's say you had an Ethernet cable plugged into your laptop and you wanted the actual Ethernet adapter, it would be down here. Another way of doing this is you could click the up arrow, so it's just going to retype what you typed in, press space, do a / and then ALL. That's going to show you the IP config of everything that you have on this PC. So if you had multiple adapters, you might have a wireless LAN card that is connected into USB port. It'll show the IP address of that as well. So now you just want to scroll up and just see what you have here. And as you can see, it shows my DNS. It shows everything here. It shows my Ethernet card. I don't have an IP address because I'm not connected on the wired network. Now, the other way of doing this is coming back over here. So let's close this. All right, to find your wireless IP address, you come over here to search, the second way of doing this, and you could type in network. We're going to go over here underneath settings, which is view network connections. So we're going to view network connections, and you can see that my wireless adapter is right here, and then my Ethernet adapter isn't connected. So now if you wanted to see the IP address and some other details, you just want to double click on this adapter that you're connected to because it's got the staircase to show that you're connected. And it's showing that you're actually receiving and sending data, and the speed is 867 megabits per second. Now what you want to do is just come over to details. And when you go to details, you'll see your IP address, so 10.0.0.119, and you can see if it matches when I open up my command prompt, and you can see if I scroll up here that the address should be 10.0.0.119, and you can see it right here. IPv4 address 10.0.0.119 preferred, and you can see it matches everything else. So that's how you find your IP address on Windows 11. Right now I'm currently running Windows 11 Pro. It's the same procedure if you're running Windows Home. And for the last section, if you wanted to find out what your WAN IP is, so that's the incoming connection or the address, the public address that you get from your service provider, whether that's TELUS, Rogers, Verizon, AT&T, etc. You could just open up a web browser. I'm going to open up Microsoft Edge. And let me just close this over here. And all you need to do is search the web and just type in what is my IP. So what is my IP, and then you can click on it, what is my IP address, and it's going to show you right here. So my WAN IP, so my IPv4 that I'm getting from Rogers Communication is this. So when you're configuring your firewalls and your ports, etc., if you're creating any kind of VPN branch tunnel or a branch tunnel going out, you're going to need this address. Some people will ask for it. This is something I wouldn't publicly give out just because this is somewhat of a security concern if someone comes into your PC. So anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.